I remember the exact moment the ground fell away beneath me. I had just landed back in San Francisco after the Singapore trip. The kind of red-eye that leaves your bones aching but your spirit electric. The distributor deal I closed there was massive, personal relationships nurtured over years of late-night calls, custom tastings, and adapting our blends to their exact market needs. It doubled our Asian footprint. I drove straight to the Napa office instead of home. Suitcase wheels clicking over the stone path like a victory march. The vineyard looked perfect under the morning sun, rows of Cabernet Sauvignon heavy with promise. The air thick with that sweet earth-end grape scent I had come to love like family. The office was unnaturally quiet. No receptionist greeting. No hum of conversation from the open-plan area. Mia's desk, my assistant for 8 years, was cleared out. Coffee mug gone. The small succulent she babed vanished. I told myself it was nothing. Maybe a team offsite I missed in the travel fog. I dropped my bag in my office. The one with the big window overlooking the slopes I had replanted after the 2018 drought. Jet lag pulsed at my temples. But adrenaline pushed me to open the laptop first. Celebrate later. Share the numbers. Pop that reserve bottle I had saved. The inbox loaded. Top email, leadership update, immediate effect. From the board. I clicked. Harper Estates proudly announces the appointment of Mr. Ethan Harper as Chief Executive Officer. Effective immediately. Signed by my mother Margaret, my father Thomas, and the rest. No mention of me. No transition. No acknowledgement of the 15 years I poured in, turning a struggling local supplier into an internationally recognized brand with exports to Milan, Tokyo, and Zurich hotels. My fingers froze on the mouse. I scrolled desperately. Maybe a second email clarified my new role. Instead, the next one hit harder. An invite to the annual summer gala addressed to L. Harper. Logistics support. Not founder. Not former CEO. Just an initial. Like I was temporary help they couldn't quite place. The room tilted. 15 years. I had sold my downtown condo to fund the rebrand campaign. Missed my best friend's wedding for the Zurich contract finalization. Fired my own cousin after he falsified invoices to protect the company's integrity. Slept on the office couch during back-to-back harvest crises. Every sacrifice for this place. For the Harper name. And now, a group email erased it all. No conversation. No warning. Just gone. I stared out at the vines. Summer light turned them golden. Sugar building inside the grapes. The same vines I had babed through rain-soaked harvests and heat waves. The smell that once meant progress now tasted like irony. I didn't yell. What was there to say? They had chosen. I opened my private drawer, pulled out the leather portfolio, handwritten notes, distributor contacts, formula insights not stored on company servers. Mine. Earned through red-eye flights and steady leadership when others chased shortcuts. I zipped it, grabbed my bag, and walked out. The few remaining staff avoided eye contact. Somehow they had cleared the building too. Outside. The sky was soft parchment, perfect for a product photo I would never approve again. I stood still, feeling the shift. Something fundamental had ended. Not just my title. My place in the family story. I got in the car and drove away without looking back. The weight of the suitcase in the trunk felt heavier now, not pounds, but years I no longer carried for them. Back at my Carmel Valley cottage, the fog rolled in thick, mirroring the static in my chest. I set coffee down untouched. That email wasn't the worst. The worst came a week later, when the calls started. A week of silence passed like ash settling after a quiet explosion. No family outreach. No board clarification. Just absence. Then my mother's name flashed on my phone. 3 rings. I answered. Don't forget the gala this weekend, she said brightly, as if reminding me to grab milk. It's still family. The word landed like a slap. I agreed to attend, not for peace, but to witness how far they would go to pretend I had never existed. Saturday arrived wrapped in wine-scented sunshine. The summer gala was Harper Estates' crown jewel, vine-wrapped arches, meticulously paired cheeses, guests who knew every barrel's history. I dressed deliberately, tailored navy jumpsuit, darkest lipstick, no sparkle. I wanted to stand still and let the silence speak. Stepping onto the grounds, the entrance banner stopped me. The evolution of Harper Estates. A collage of photos, trade shows, harvests, international tastings. I searched for the Singapore frame, the ceremonial signing I had led. It was cropped. Ethan stood center, arms wide, our parents flanking. My sliver of hair, an elbow barely visible, easily missed. Inside, I moved like fog through the crowd. Someone handed me a name tag. L. Harper. Guest. The main table sat near the fountain, my mother in emerald silk, father chatting with a wellness startup contact, Ethan laughing like legacy had always been his. I was seated at a far corner table behind the buffet, heat lamps warming my back, reserved for plus ones and background noise. Speeches began. The host praised new leadership's commitment to innovation and sustainability, highlighting Ethan's vision, his rebranding, his tenacity. No mention of the reserve blends I developed over years, the Tokyo and Toronto deals I brokered, the 2 a.m. soil reports and shipping negotiations. They spoke as if the peak had always belonged to him. My mind flashed to 2013, the rain-ruined harvest. 3 hours sleep nightly. Coordinating backup crews. Rerouting trucks. Save the vintage. Now I sat by the catering line watching my legacy evaporate. A waiter approached quietly, placed a glass before me, my 2019 reserve. Oak forward with a long finish crafted for memory. No label flourish. He nodded silently. Someone remembered. I stayed through every anecdote, every laugh. They wanted erasure. They didn't realize the foundation remembers. The first morning back at the cottage, fog blurred the tree-line. I sorted invoices when Becca forwarded an internal thread marked confidential. She's brilliant but intense. Best to transition her out gently. Rotate into silence. Silence. They feared not explosion, but persistence. I printed it, taped it beside my grandfather's quote about good wine whispering with conviction. They had learned that from me and weaponized it. Scrolling numbly, a sponsored article appeared, how Ethan Harper reimagined a stagnant brand. It praised his departure from tradition, cited my 2019 reserve as his turning point for younger consumers, called me methodical, but inflexible. Surgical erasure. That night I walked the neglected Chardonnay rows, finding comfort in their wild honesty. Recalled the Singapore compliance crisis. No one else stayed up. I fixed it by 4 a.m. Now Ethan gave talks about intuition. I sat on an old crate, grounded by cold wood, and began my list, clients who would follow me, vendors owing favors, trusted names. Not revenge. Inventory. 3 weeks after the gala, the cottage no longer felt like sanctuary, just landscaped exile. Calls started shifting tone. We value your perspective. We want to honor contributions. Legacy means inclusion. They weren't inviting me back. They were managing fallout. I stopped answering. My mother called again. Voice measured. Maybe advise quietly. Guide him. Whisper from shadows while he takes credit? I replied calmly. It's about unity. No, I said. It's about erasure. I don't whisper anymore. I met a legal consultant. What counts as intellectual property in boutique wine? How many contracts named me personally? We documented timestamps, drafts, sourcing notes. Survival, not vengeance. I built an archive, emails, trials, projections. Saved twice, hard drive and offsite. If they built on my shoulders, those shoulders wouldn't bend quietly. The call from France came while trimming lavender.
Leo.
An old contact. Ethan's team asked for 2020 soil specs. Said continuity plan.
They don't know my formulas, I replied.
He confirmed. Later Becca sent CRM screenshots, my client tags, notes, preferences repackaged as Ethan's innovation protocol. Then the alert. Lucent red, new vision of Napa. Same curve. Same ruby hue. Same aging as my Heritage 97. No name. I called my mother. He's using my blends. If he touches more, I won't stay quiet. He's finding his way. You had the spotlight long enough. This isn't a talent show. It's theft. By dusk, I sat with legal binder. Over 2 days, I cataloged everything. The first board call came Monday, polite probing about long-term involvement. Stability matters. They wanted silence. Not my return. Tone shifted to inclusion, please. I drafted a letter. Reinstatement as co-CEO. Public acknowledgement.
Control over my clients.
Not sent yet. Folded in envelope. Safe beside cottage deed. The line drawn clean. The family tasting dinner invite arrived hand-delivered. Cream stock. Orange blossom scent. No agenda. Just tradition. I knew it was staged reset. The estate had been renovated, reclaimed beams. Mood lighting. Old harvest photos replaced by sleek lifestyle shots. Mother greeted with tight smile. So glad you made it. I stepped past. Wouldn't miss history being rewritten. At the oak table. My card read L. Harper. No title. Ethan toasted expansion into wellness. Alcohol-free. Lifestyle partnerships. New day. I stayed silent until... Did Chateau Roland Blanc mention the $6 million deal they pulled? Silence snapped. Forks froze. The partner I secured in 2017. Terminated because rebrand made it feel like flavored water. They said I was the only reason they stayed, trusted the palate. Not packaging. Mother paled. Father looked down. Ethan blinked. I placed napkin deliberately. You changed labels. You don't rewrite the vintage. I stood and walked out. Wind hitting my face clean. No slam. Just weight left hanging. Phone lit up, not family, but New York Distributor. If you're doing anything new, I want in. Then sommeliers, winemakers, restaurant groups. Aligning with strength. Headlines followed. Harper Estates reinvents with bold leadership. No mention of me. Subtext, burnout. Inflexibility. Coordinated PR burial. At a St. Helena conference, I watched their promo video, my old Bordeaux speech voiceover on Ethan's drone shots. Organizer uncomfortable when confronted. Later audio clip surfaced. Ethan laughing at industry mixer. She had no clue what market wanted frozen in tradition. I dragged it forward. Rehearsed talking points. I reached trusted journalists with data, growth numbers, awards, timelines showing expansion under me. Gave truth. Let them decide. Wrote unsent letter to Ethan. You're the echo of my momentum. Echoes fade. Open new document. Restoration Phase 1. Invitation to leadership alignment session. Arrived. Cream envelope. Wax seal. Performance disguised as diplomacy. Friday. Cold, clear sky warning. I arrived exactly on time. Folder in hand. They sat. Father laced fingers. Mother tactical maternal. Ethan polished ease. Before starting, I slid notarized equity agreement, 35% voting power on non-consensual change. Signed by father. Witnessed by aunt. Plus flash drive. Aunt's video message for seeing this. Old news, Ethan smirked. We moved forward. I laid final proposal, co-CEO, veto authority, reinstatement, brand control, sign, or this goes public with everything buried. Father signed first quietly. Mother slower. Pride caught. Ethan, extortion. Correcting math, I said. Lost 3 vendors this quarter, not strategy. Subtraction. He refused initially. 48-hour ultimatum. I took signed copies. Left them with papers Russell-shattering borrowed power. Tuesday 9:03 a.m. Memo. Lila Harper reinstated as co-CEO. Ethan transitions to brand ambassador. Stark facts. I closed tab. Picked up pen. Walked Eastern Slope I redesigned for sustainable irrigation. Now bore. Ethan Legacy Estate plaque. Took photos. Back in reinstated office. Requested full audit. Reports revealed repackaged projects under Ethan's name. Forwarded marked files. Corrections attached. Ethan stormed in. You humiliated me before the board. I set pen down, making record accurate. Numbers were always mine. You borrowed credit. He left folder. Exposed. Staff quieter. Respectful. Logistics manager. Good to have you back. Quiet rhythm returned. Junior analyst flagged ownership deeds still tied to me. Changes rejected without consent. Forwarded response. France distributor resumed only if I remained executive. Truths needed no underlining. I structured quiet reactivation. Supplier negotiations. Subtle release on alignment. Power resonated in silence. Friday barrel room. Whiteboard held my original blend schedule restored. Staff nodded. Good to have you back. Genuine smiles. First in a year. Return of recognition without fireworks. Mother's text, Sunday dinner. Just family. I brought unlabeled blend. Tables simply set. Awkward talk. Ethan muttered names scrubbed from decks. Harder to erase from memory, I said evenly. Mother admitted underestimation. Didn't handle well. I needed respect. Not credit. After dishes, she asked if I'd stay. Not to belong. To finish what I started. No forgiveness. Firm boundaries. Rebuilding without bitterness. Hilltop behind vineyard. New visitor center gleamed from my quiet blueprints. Signed agreement in hand. Ethan fully out. Mother surrendered voting rights. Father's public letter. No Harper Estates without Lila. She defined it. I laid data like chess pieces. They realized I wasn't moving. Office. Small box with Heritage 97. Note from fired cellar master. Some of us never forgot. Brand guide draft. Founder. Brand architect. Legacy holder. Signed with cracked first contract pen. Walked gravel path. Vines heavy with pruning. Poured glass toward rose. Didn't need to burn the house. Just remind who laid the first stone. Legacy isn't inherited. It's built. Roots deeper than silence. Pressure reveals foundation. Silence can be strategy. Protect your voice. Stand by values. If room forgets your name, ensure impact echoes. What about you? Have you reclaimed what was yours all along?